Hello everybody, this is me, Super Money TJ. Welcome to another My Nintendo review video. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Nintendo Switch Online 2025 calendar, or just to shorten it, NSO 2025 calendar. So for 400 platinum points, you can get yourself a nice calendar for the year 2025. Even though we're already 3 months into 2025, so pretty much January and February and almost March would already be pretty much gone, and there's not really much a point for having calendar for them. But for what these are nice little collectibles, honestly. And for this one, this one is based on games from the Nintendo Switch Online service. So for the NES, SNES, Nintendo 64, Game Boy, and Game Boy Advance. So without further ado, let's just jump on in and take a closer look at what this calendar has to offer. So opening it up, we do see the awesome red color, which I do like, which I do appreciate. It's actually kind of cool. But yeah, you can see the red background, the 2025 calendar, Nintendo Switch Online logo, and then in the background, in the background of this, we do see some images of the controllers for these systems. So like you do have Nintendo 64, SNES, NES, Game Boy, somewhere down here, I believe. But yeah, overall pretty cool. And I will say I do like the consistency with these calendars. They're pretty much the same size as the previous calendar. So this is 2024. So I do like that too. It actually makes them not only consistent but also like fitting to have next to each other. So what you do is you go to the back and you pop this little flap out. You take your calendars out, and then you can see inside we do have nice little Nintendo logo spattered all over. And yeah, now each calendar does come with a nice little stand. Now I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not gonna deal with having to put this up just because I don't know how to, and I'm afraid of breaking it. So yeah. So starting off, we do have the 2025 calendar logo, pretty much just a basic code, and then at the back we do see a nice little image of all of the calendars. So yeah, so all the way from January to December, and yeah, so let's just start off with January. So for January, we do have Super Mario Bros. Being represented for January. So you can see Mario, Goomba, the Mushroom, World 1-1 being represented. You can see the one in the background and the calendar as well. And so this is what the back looks like. We do see a nice little controller up here at the top representing the console that the game is on, along with the number 1, what's behind it and what's next. So December, February, and then we have a nice little bigger image of January. So next up here we do have is Star Fox, the SNES one, not the Nintendo 64 one. My goodness, I can't talk. But yeah, that's what the back looks like. This is what the front looks like. So we do see a nice little 2, which is funny because Star Fox 2, that's funny. So we do see Fox, Slippy, Hale, and Falco in a unique design, which I think is supposed to be what they're based on, the renders. So yeah, pretty cool. Next up here for March is F-Zero. Now, even though F-Zero doesn't really get too much love, it's nice to see them being represented in calendar form. So we do have the Blue Falcon. I don't know what these other two are. I'm not really a huge fan of F-Zero, so I can't tell. And the back, that's what it looks like for Nintendo 64. And yeah, now for April, which is my month, let me rephrase it. It's not my month, but it's my favorite. This month is representing my favorite spin-off games. Honestly, just my favorite franchise, and that is Dr. Mario. So you can see Dr. Mario, the Slow 2000, difficulty low. We have the viruses down here, as well as the little capsule bots with the pills and the viruses. So that's pretty cool. And what I do like is that the calendar is on the clipboard, which makes sense. So that's pretty cool. So it's awesome to see my boy Dr. Mario get some love. So that's what the back looks like. Next up here we have is Metroid. Now I believe this is supposed to be based on the Game Boy Advance remake of the first Metroid game. So you can see Metroid, some aliens really in the background, the number 5, the calendar at the bottom, and on the back a nice little calendar as well with GBA. So representing June is Punch-Out. Now this is actually surprising because you would not think Punch-Out would be getting any merchandise or any love in merchandise. So it's awesome to see it Punch-Out being represented in the calendar. So you can see at the bottom we have Dart and Little Mac, along with some of the fighters that you have to fight against in Punch-Out. Number 6, the calendar down there, as well as NES in the back. Next up, representing July, which is my birthday month, is Yoshi's Island. So, which is fitting because, Baby Mario, my birthday month, that makes sense. So you can see Yoshi, Baby Mario, the number 7, along with the calendar down here, as well as the calendar on the back for July. My birthday falls on a Saturday this year. Next up here we have is The Legend of Zelda. Now I don't know if this is supposed to be Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time. This is the back does have an Nintendo 64 controller, so it's one of those two. So here you can see young Link along with some master or enemy. It probably is Majora's Mask based on this moon-like thing up at the top. But yeah, you can see the number 8. There we go, representing August. Representing September is Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins, which it makes for a very awesome calendar background. So you can see Mario, the star, a shard, the number 9, and I believe it's supposed to be a Buzzy Beetle. But yeah, a nice little image along with the calendar. So yeah, pretty cool. Game Boy. Next up here for October, which is actually very interesting because you think they would go for a Halloween game or a scary game for October, is Mario Kart Super Circuit. So you can see Mario, Peach, Yoshi, the number 10, Laps, the star, time, and Peach's Castle, along with the nice little calendar right there. And then on the back, you do see the GBA as well as the whole month of October. Representing November is Legend of Zelda, for the Game Boy Advance game. So yeah, so you have Link, Four Swords, and I don't know what this link is supposed to be off of. Again, this does have the GBA on the back, so I'm assuming it's whatever other Zelda games are on the GBA. Yeah, you can see the Master Sword here along with the calendar at the bottom, and on the back, you do see the GBA. And representing December, which is the last of the month, or which is the last of the year, is Excitebike. So here you can see the red player and the blue player going off, racing each other on the dirt. You can see in the background the number 12, as well as the calendar for December. And then on the back, there's also a calendar for December as well, with the NES controller being on the back. So that's pretty much all of the calendars. I will say, looking at how many of these are represented, so I believe, so let me see. So we got NES, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, N64, SNES, NES, Game Boy, no, that Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, N64, SNES, and NES. So the ones that have the most representation are the NES and the Game Boy Advance with 3 each. So there you go, if you were just curious about that. So there we go. And then following those two are the others with N64, Game Boy, and SNES getting only 2 representations throughout the calendar. So yeah, either way, I do think what they chose in here is some great awesome great games to represent the calendar months. Now whether or not it's fitting is up to you to decide. I don't really care too much about if the calendars work based on the game that they're being represented by. But yeah, either way, these are some awesome calendars, and I do like them. Obviously, Dr. Mario is my favorite, so April, for now, is my favorite, just because. So yeah. But either way, that's pretty much gonna be for this review video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like. No, Dr. Mario, don't fall. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be for me. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and let me know what your thoughts are in terms of look. Do you love these calendars? Do you hate them? Do you have some of your own? And if so, what are they? And what's your favorite month? But yeah, either way, I do love Dr. Mario being here. That's awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for me. Again, if you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. And yeah, and that's it for me. This is Simple Minded J signing out. I will see you all in the next video.